my city doing front flips. When every father mayor rapper.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video with the Brody Slick. Thank you for bringing the energy, bringing the vibe to the channel once again. I appreciate you guys. So update, my second chiropractor appointment was freaking sensational. Now these last two chiropractic appointments taught me something about life. When you feel stuck, you feel in pain, you feel out of place, just make an adjustment. You see how I did that? Chiropractic, making a genius. Now, we're trying out new things over here in the city like the chiropractor. I kind of had the time the past few days to reflect on my past 3 years over here in Houston. Some of you have been here for a lot of my experiences. Some of you fairly new to the channel. Appreciate all you. So today, from my experiences, I want to discuss the pros and the cons of the booming city I've been living in for the past 3 years. All right, let's do it. Alright, so for starters, I have a lot more pros than I do cons, but let's just get the obvious out of the way. You guys all know traffic, man. If you are thinking about coming to Houston, you heard about Houston, or just big cities in general, you know that there's a lot of traffic. Now, there's not just traffic, there's a lot of construction. There's a lot of things that are being built in this city because it is a booming city. A lot of people want to come to this city right now because of so many other reasons, which we will talk about. You can run into traffic any time of the day. There's not really that time where it's just like, all right, 3, 5 o'clock. It really just depends on what happened. It could be a car accident, it could be construction like I said, or it could just be an event. Maybe somebody big came to the city. Yeah, there's really no avoiding it. It can literally happen any time of the day. But if you live in Houston long enough, you learn to just kind of embrace it, I guess you could say. Obviously people are impatient, but if you just bump some good music, you got some food on you, some agua, some vegan water, in this hot weather, you will be okay in this traffic. All right, so let's go into a pro. Since I am in the medical field, let's talk about one of the hottest reasons that brings people to the city. I really just want to say that just because there's a lot of job opportunity doesn't promise you a job right away. It really doesn't. You have to be super persistent with where you're applying, the jobs you want to work at, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. There are a lot of jobs, but there also is a lot of people. But the options, there's so many more options in the city. So that is a great way to explain the job opportunity down here. Being from upstate New York, we had very limited jobs in upstate New York. We didn't really have jobs where I could do videography gigs or do something like a Uber because there's a lot of people in the city. You could literally find more jobs that are like more fitting to like your profession basically. They're gonna have gigs, they're gonna have flexible scheduling kind of jobs, and they're gonna have corporate jobs as well. So there is more options for jobs. Alright guys, so made my way over to one of my favorite places in the city, one of my favorite parks in the city, Herman Park, and this is actually the garden area of Herman Park. Everything over here is so beautiful. It's actually Labor Day, so everybody's just out here picnicking, enjoying time with the family, but this actually just made me really think about one of the main pros of Houston as well, and this is the diversity of the city. It's a city of many cultures, and there's a lot to appreciate over here because with the city of many cultures, you just get so much of everybody's culture in the city. Whether it's a food place from somebody else's culture, whether it's a hair salon, you just get so much variety of just everybody's background. Being a city that is booming, you're gonna have so many people moving here, visiting here, tourists, all types of people, and you can really appreciate the amount of people that you're gonna be able to relate to, whether it's people in your ethnicity, whether it's people that are like you. There's so many people here, so you're gonna be able to find that group that will really help you just feel more at home if you move from somewhere else that you might miss. Alright, so the obvious where I live, you guys hear me talk about it all the freaking time, the humidity of this city. Now, you get 10 months of freaking summer. 10 months of summer. So if you love hot weather, this is clearly the city for you, you freaking flamethrower. But for me, I really do appreciate all the seasons. Now you guys let me know in the comment section, depending on where you live. Would you prefer 10 months of straight heat, or would you prefer 10 months of just non-consistent weather, of just a bunch of different weather, snow, cool, rain, all that type of stuff? So would you prefer the heat, or would you prefer the cool weather? So now that we got the heat out of the way, which really isn't a big con, it's just a little con, you know what I'm saying? Something that comes with the city of Houston. Let's get into a pro, which is networking ability. networkability. Now, a lot of you guys have seen me network down here. You've been following the channel for a while now, but man, everybody in the city for the most part is on that gritty grind stuff, you know what I'm saying? Houston is inspired is the quote. Everybody is coming down here mainly to be successful, to do some big things. So, you know, I first started networking with people through work, through going to the gym. I know a lot of people when they first come to the city, they really feel kind of uncomfortable with meeting other people, but you know, I can't say that I wasn't the same, but one thing that really helped me was going to work, showing up to the gym, meeting people there, and then just connections after connections, which will really help you make that huge jump in life. But there also are cons to this networking thing too. Now, networking, obviously, it gives you opportunity to grow, to, like I said, meet people that are like-minded. But with that being said, and there being so many people coming down here to hustle, get what they want, take care of their family, you're gonna run into people that just want to mess with you because you could do something for them. You're gonna run into a lot of shady people. Janae Eagle has this really popular line that I love so much where she says, Los Angeles, the place where it's always sunny, but the people so shady. You know what I'm saying? That spoke to me because that's just how it be. You know, there's gonna be so many people down here that are so hungry that they're ready to kill. So you gotta be careful who you're ready to network with. You can't just network with anybody. Get to know the person first, because there are positives to it, but there are negatives to it as well. So just watch out for those people that just want to take advantage of you. Don't be vulnerable when you're in a new city. That is literally probably the worst thing you could be. Make sure that you are sharp and you're maneuvering around these streets slick. Okay guys, so food. Obviously with the city being so freaking big, a lot of people, a lot of food. Plenty of ethnicities, plenty of ethical kind of foods, right? Come on, man, it's like common sense. So there's so many different places, guys, from your plant-based vegan stuff to your seafood, to your barbecue, to your breakfast, to brunch, everything, guys. Literally, there's so many options. Where I'm parked right now, literally to my left and to my right, there are food places around me. Crave Cupcake, Christian tailgates, good food. Crave Cupcakes, great spot for desserts. I go there and I get, let me show you guys real quick. They actually have a very nice red velvet cupcake. Delicious, take a look at that. Oh my gosh, I know your mouth is watering right now. A delicious red velvet cupcake that they have over here at Crave Cupcakes. And within just a mile of Crave Cupcakes is one of my favorite bar and grill spots, Christian's Tailgates. And I picked up a nice looking bean burger right there, nice and spicy with fries, of course, because your boy loves some fries. Both within, that's just rude, Slick. Excuse me. Both within about a mile away from each other. Food places everywhere in Houston. So delicious. About to, oh my goodness. Yeah, so now the worst con of them all, definitely. Hold up. You see my champion shirt the same color as my comforter? That's crazy. But nah, for real, the worst con of them all, most of you guys probably already knew that this was coming, is definitely the gun laws. Now, down south, gun laws aren't as strict. You know, in New York, where I'm from, I say it all the time, so you guys just understand the story from New York to here. New York, you know, if you have a gun in your hand, you can have a water gun, you probably go to jail for like 50 years. But over here, there's more access to guns. My 3 years here, I haven't experienced anything that has to do with guns. I've only seen them in stores, and my mother always says to me, guys, is that it could happen anywhere, and it's just the truth. You know, just because gun laws aren't as strict over here, they happen all the time, all over the world. It's not gonna be out in the media, but gun laws are kind of whack over here. I think gun laws in America are just kind of whack. But, you know, it's something that I can't really control. I can't live my life scared. I gotta still go out there, strive, grind, do all the things I want to do in life, you know, experience things, go eat for my family, all those type of things. I can't stop because of the gun laws. Just to get off and conclude this gun law area, because it's gonna get me tight and I'm gonna go on a rant, blah, 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 with the whoop. If you have any hatred in your heart, let it go. Towards anybody, let it go. We're supposed to shine. You can't shine if you got hatred in your heart. Be a lighthouse. Be a lighthouse. Injustice in America, injustice in our country, is whack. The fact that somebody can go buy an AR or AK at Walmart or a pawn shop, super duper whack. I always just try to think about it this way, guys. Be aware. Be aware of where you're at. Obviously, you can't help every single situation, but just be aware. I usually don't do big crowds and stuff like that, but just be aware of where you're at and do not live your life in fear, because that's what they want us to do. They want us to stay in a box. They want us to live in fear. So don't do none of that stuff, guys, but always be cautious, all right? All right, off of the negative stuff, now on to the positive. Guys, African-letics. African-letics. I said this before and I mentioned it before, but it's too much to not say it again. The athletics. If you are a young athlete and your school freaking sucks, your school sucks, wherever you're playing at, there's no competition, down south sports are amazing, guys. They are amazing for everybody. I'm talking about, you could be a gymnast, you could be a golfer, basketball player. Sports are crazy down here. The facilities, the gyms, there's just so many athletes down here. There's so many better gyms, man. I'm telling you, like, the gyms down here are amazing. Outdoor gyms. If you can't afford a membership, you live in an apartment complex, I bet you your apartment complex gym will look fantastic just like mine does. It's literally blasphemy. And that is gonna conclude this freaking video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did my best to get out there in the city a little bit with all the heat and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am so freaking tired from being out there in the heat. It doesn't take long for you to get exhausted in that heat, but I want to film a video for you guys that was kind of around the city. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, guys, do not forget, it is September 2nd. It is September 2nd, which means we're only 10 days away from going to Miami. And of course, I'm taking my people with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do like a I need sleep. I'm gonna do like a 2-day vlog for you guys that is gonna be so dope. I'm gonna be down there for 4 days. I'll figure out how I'm gonna split it up, but make sure you guys are ready for those vlogs. You guys are gonna meet all my friends. You guys are gonna see Miami if you haven't been there already. And of course, I'm gonna make something exclusive for you guys. So thank you guys for your support so much. If you have any more questions about the city of Houston, my Instagram is gonna be right here. You guys can holler at your boy at slickvisions_. Do not be scared. I answer back everybody that asks me questions about anything. It doesn't have to be just Houston. It could be basketball. It could be about the food I eat. It could be advice. It could be motivation. I got you. Your boy Slick is here for you. Trust that.